Have you ever wondered what the hardest part of getting older is? It's not just the physical changes, but the emotional and psychological challenges that many of us never expect. From grappling with the passage of time and the reality of aging, to facing loneliness and unfulfilled dreams, aging is a journey full of complexities. In this video, we'll dive deep into the experiences shared by people from all walks of life, and most importantly, discover how to find joy, purpose, and connection in later years. Stay with us until the end to learn practical ways to navigate these changes and embrace the next chapter of your life with grace and resilience. Before we begin, I would appreciate it if you liked this video. Your support helps me continue spreading these valuable lessons about aging. If you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend subscribing and turning on the bell so you don't miss any videos. If you like this video, please comment number 1. If not, comment 0 to let me know how I can make better content for you. Now, let's get started. Facing the reality of time and mortality is one of the most significant and challenging aspects of aging. In our youth, time seems almost infinite. We feel as though we have all the time in the world to accomplish our dreams, make mistakes, and start over. The future feels wide open, and our plans and ambitions stretch far ahead. But as we grow older, our perception of time begins to shift. Days, months, and years start to pass more quickly, and we become more acutely aware of life's finite nature. This awareness can bring about a deeper sense of reflection and urgency. Many older individuals describe feeling the weight of time pressing down on them, leading to moments of intense reflection, anxiety, or even a midlife crisis. People often find themselves looking back, questioning their life choices, wondering what could have been, and assessing whether they've truly lived the life they wanted. There's a mix of regret and hope, a desire to correct the course and focus on what truly matters before it's too late. This internal shift often manifests in a reevaluation of priorities. People begin to realize that time is their most valuable resource, and the urgency to spend it wisely becomes overwhelming. A man in his late 50s shared a deeply personal story on Reddit about how his lifelong dream was to travel the world, but the demands of work, family, and financial pressures always seemed to push it further into the future. Now, with his children grown and retirement approaching, he's finally planning those long-awaited trips. His story is a poignant reminder that, while time may feel more limited as we age, it's never too late to pursue our passions. For others, this realization brings a sense of peace and clarity. The distractions and pressures that once seemed so significant, career ambitions, social expectations, material pursuits, begin to fade in importance. Instead, people focus more on personal relationships, meaningful experiences, and leaving behind a legacy that transcends material success. Despite its challenges, this stage of life can be an opportunity for growth, self-discovery, and deepening connections with loved ones. However, for many, there's also a stark confrontation with mortality. The passing of friends, family members, or even beloved public figures can serve as painful reminders that time is running out. This awareness can be both sobering and motivating. It can inspire people to make amends, pursue long-neglected dreams, or simply savor the moments they have left. But it can also lead to fear and anxiety as we grapple with the unknown and the inevitable. In online communities and forums, you'll find countless stories of people wrestling with this awareness of time slipping away. Some find comfort in spirituality or philosophy, seeking answers about the meaning of life and what comes next. Others take solace in the idea of living fully in the present, making each day count and embracing the joy of simple moments. Ultimately, the realization of time's passage and the approach of mortality are universal experiences, yet deeply personal in how they shape the choices we make as we grow older. Dealing with physical and mental decline as we age can be one of the most challenging aspects of growing older, both emotionally and practically. The physical side of aging is often the most noticeable, and it can be hard to accept when our bodies no longer function the way they once did. For many, the gradual loss of strength, stamina, and mobility becomes a daily reminder that time is catching up. It's not uncommon to find ourselves more prone to injury, requiring longer recovery periods, and no longer having the same endurance. This decline can be particularly difficult for those who have led active lifestyles. One user on a popular online forum, now in their late 60s, shared how they used to run marathons but now struggle to jog without becoming winded after just a short distance. For them, the loss of this once beloved hobby led to feelings of sadness and frustration, as it represented a vital part of their identity and a source of joy. Similarly, mental decline is a common and deeply personal concern. Forgetfulness, slower cognitive processing, and the looming fear of more serious conditions such as dementia or Alzheimer's are frequent topics of conversation among those in their later years. Many express an underlying fear of losing not only their mental sharpness, but also their independence. There's an overwhelming concern about being unable to enjoy life as fully as before, and the thought of becoming a burden to loved ones adds to the anxieties. In various online communities, seniors share their stories of misplaced keys, forgotten names, or struggling to recall information that once came easily. These moments, while sometimes small, can feel like evidence of a creeping decline that's difficult to confront. However, despite these changes, many people find ways to adapt and redefine their approach to life. Instead of focusing solely on what they have lost, they shift their perspective to explore new activities that fit their current abilities. For example, the same runner who could no longer handle the strain of jogging found new joy in swimming and yoga, two activities that are gentler on the body, yet still provide the benefits of exercise. By embracing different forms of movement and learning to appreciate what the body can still do, rather than mourning what it can no longer achieve, many seniors maintain a sense of fulfillment. Likewise, when it comes to mental decline, the focus on cognitive health has led many to adopt new routines aimed at keeping the mind sharp, such as puzzles, reading, or social engagement. It's about nurturing what remains, adapting to changes, and discovering new joys in unexpected places. While aging undoubtedly comes with its challenges, it also offers an opportunity to grow in resilience and find meaning in different aspects of life. If you are still watching this video and finding these lessons useful, please comment number 1 below to let me know you're still with me. Thank you for your valuable time. As we age, many of us experience the diminishing of our social circles, leading to feelings of loneliness and isolation. The friendships and relationships that once provided a sense of companionship can fade over time. This change might be due to physical distance as loved ones move away, or through life transitions like retirement, illness, or the loss of a loved one. For those who are single, widowed, or who have seen their children leave the nest, the empty spaces in their homes and hearts can feel even more profound. The absence of regular social interactions can make each passing day feel lonelier than the last. Many older adults find themselves confronting these feelings of isolation, especially after losing long-standing friends to illness or death. Making new friends becomes more difficult with age, and the emotional void left by these losses can be difficult to fill. A poignant thread in an online forum featured seniors in their 60s and 70s sharing their struggles with isolation. They talked about the pain of not only losing their friends, but also the challenge of forming new connections as time passes. The pandemic further deepened this sense of isolation. Social distancing measures made it nearly impossible for older individuals to maintain regular contact with their existing circles, exacerbating their already prevalent loneliness. For many, the isolation during this time felt suffocating, increasing their sense of detachment from the outside world. Loneliness, if left unchecked, can take a severe toll on both mental and physical health, contributing to depression, cognitive decline, and even a shorter life expectancy. However, it is important to understand that loneliness isn't an unavoidable consequence of aging. While the challenges are real, there are ways to combat isolation. Many individuals who shared their stories on the forum spoke of the small, proactive steps they had taken to rebuild connections. Some joined local community groups, enrolled in classes, or volunteered to meet new people and gain a sense of purpose. Others reconnected with old friends and family members through technology like video calls and social media. Although it can feel daunting at first, these efforts can have a profound impact on one's emotional well-being. Attending a local event, joining a hobby group, or participating in a class can break the cycle of isolation. In many communities, programs designed for older adults offer activities like social events, exercise classes, and other initiatives that foster connections. It's crucial to remember that even in our later years, it's never too late to form meaningful relationships. By seeking out new opportunities to connect, we can find joy and fulfillment in the company of others. As we reflect on our lives in our later years, it is common to think about missed opportunities, unfulfilled dreams, or paths not taken. The choices we didn't make and the ambitions we didn't pursue often lead to feelings of regret. For some, this regret can feel like a weight on their hearts, a reminder that time has passed and that certain parts of their lives were left unfinished. A man in his 70s shared a story about his lifelong dream of learning to play the piano. He had always thought there would be time to pursue it in retirement, but years slipped by. Now he is finally learning to play, each note filled with a mixture of joy and a reminder of the time he lost. Regret, while a heavy emotion, can also serve as a motivator. This man's story illustrates a powerful lesson. It's never too late to start anew. Although it's more challenging to begin something later in life, the fulfillment found in the pursuit is valuable. Regret is not a failure, but a reminder that life is still unfolding and offers us new chances to grow and learn. Many older adults come to terms with their unfulfilled dreams by revisiting them in smaller, more attainable ways. Whether it's picking up an old hobby, traveling to a dream destination, or mending a past relationship, it's the effort, not the result, that matters. Ultimately, our past decisions do not define us. The essence of life lies in what we choose to do with the time we have now. Whether it means learning a new skill, forging deeper connections with loved ones, or savoring everyday moments, the dreams of yesterday can be reshaped into the achievements of today. In a world that is changing faster than ever, many older adults feel disconnected and irrelevant. Technological advancements and societal shifts can leave those who grew up in a different world feeling alienated. A woman in her 50s shared on a forum how she struggles to connect with her teenage children who are deeply immersed in social media and digital communication. For her, the digital landscape that her children navigate every day feels foreign, and she worries that her inability to engage with these new forms of interaction is creating a rift between them. The rapid pace of change often leaves older adults grappling with the fear of becoming obsolete, irrelevant, or disconnected from the world around them. However, it's important to remember that staying relevant isn't about keeping up with every trend. Rather, it's about maintaining meaningful connections with others and staying engaged with the world. Many older adults have found that by embracing curiosity and a willingness to learn, they can remain connected. One effective strategy is to engage with new technologies and cultural shifts rather than resist them. By asking questions, seeking information, and showing genuine interest in younger generations' experiences, older adults can build bridges across the generational divide. It's not always easy, but the effort to remain curious and open-minded can lead to deeper connections and a stronger sense of relevance in an ever-changing world. In summary, staying connected in a rapidly changing world is a challenge, but it's one that can be navigated through curiosity and engagement. By learning about new technologies, asking questions, and staying open to change, older adults can continue to find their place in a dynamic society. If you're still watching this video and finding these lessons valuable, please comment number 2 below. I appreciate your time and the opportunity to share these insights with you. As we age and move through various stages of life, the roles that once defined us, such as parent, worker, or caregiver, can evolve or diminish. This natural shift often leads to a period of introspection and adjustment as we begin to ask ourselves the inevitable question, what comes next? For many, especially as they approach retirement or watch their children become independent, finding a renewed sense of purpose can feel like a daunting yet deeply important journey. Consider the story of a woman in her 60s who shared her experience on a popular online forum. After retiring from a fulfilling career, she found herself struggling with a profound sense of aimlessness. The role she had dedicated so much of her life to was no longer at the center of her daily existence, and she began to question her identity and purpose. In the midst of this uncertainty, she turned toward a passion she had always loved but had never fully explored: art. This shift into creativity became a turning point in her life. She immersed herself in painting and drawing, setting aside time each day to hone her skills and express her creative voice. Through this new pursuit, she not only found a sense of accomplishment but also rediscovered parts of herself that had been overshadowed by her years of work and caregiving. Art provided her with a renewed sense of identity and fulfillment, transforming what could have been a period of loss into one of rediscovery and growth. This story highlights a powerful truth about finding purpose later in life. Often it's a matter of reconnecting with passions and interests that were set aside during earlier, busier stages of life. The transition from a structured career or the responsibilities of caregiving to a more open-ended phase can offer a valuable opportunity to explore new paths of personal growth and satisfaction. For many, the key to finding purpose lies in identifying activities or causes that resonate on a deeper, personal level. Whether it's pursuing long-forgotten hobbies, volunteering, engaging in community projects, or even starting a new educational pursuit, the goal is to seek out experiences that bring joy, fulfillment, and a sense of contribution. Furthermore, finding purpose in later life often requires a shift in mindset. It's about embracing the idea that this stage of life holds rich possibilities. Retirement, empty nesting, and even the loss of former roles shouldn't be seen as an end, but as a new beginning, an opportunity to explore fresh horizons and deepen one's sense of self. In this way, aging isn't just about managing the passage of time. It's about embracing it and seeking fulfillment in ways that align with our evolving needs and desires. In conclusion, the journey to finding purpose in later life is uniquely personal. It can be deeply fulfilling when we reconnect with old passions or discover new interests. By approaching this phase with curiosity, openness, and a willingness to explore, individuals can navigate the transition with grace, transforming it into a meaningful and enriching chapter of their lives. As we near the end of this video, it's time to reflect on everything we've discussed about the challenges of aging. From adjusting to the relentless march of time, coping with physical and mental changes, dealing with loneliness, to finding new purpose, growing older certainly presents a set of unique hurdles. Yet it also provides us with countless opportunities for growth, reflection, and discovering new joys. Now I'd love to hear from you. What's one thing you've learned from this video that resonated with you? Perhaps it's about embracing change, finding ways to stay active, or simply cherishing the relationships that remain strong as others fade. Please share in the comments below one lesson that you will carry with you and put into practice in your own life. Let's create a community where we can learn from one another and support each other on this shared journey of aging. If you enjoyed this video, take a moment to leave a comment, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss out on more valuable content about navigating the complexities of life. Thank you for watching, and remember, the best is still yet to come.